Well, hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Daphne St. Clair Ferguson and I'm so excited to be talking to a real life tech bro. I mean, come on now, this is so exciting. Now, if you could introduce yourself to our little camera audience over there and tell me, what is a tech bro doing at the Toronto Fringe?
Hi, my name is Santosh Santosh, aka TOSH. I do many things. I'm a thought leader, tech worker, and a secondhand Tesla owner. So, I'm at the Fringe because I want to tell my story. My story through my podcast, which I'm doing a live recording of at the Fringe.
So talk to me a little bit about a podcast. I mean, how is a podcast theater?
The podcast is theater. Theater is mostly about watching people talk to each other about the same 5 topics. So very similarly, podcasting, it's a narrower set of topics, but you feel you get also sold to at the same time. So you're also adding to your shopping list. So it does a lot. It does a lot, I think.
No, I totally agree. I mean, you've opened my mind to maybe what a show can be. And now this is not your first time at the Fringe, right? So talk to me, what have you learned about developing a show for the Fringe?
Pander to everyone. Pander to everyone. That is how you get the most amount of money to become more successful. And when you're successful, you can buy a house in Toronto, so that's always good.
Do you have a house in Toronto?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But if you come to my Fringe show, you can house a powerful brown man.
We all want to house powerful brown men. Now, so talk to me a little bit about why they might want to do that.
Do you feel your white guilt creeping into you? Don't let that happen. Transfer that guilt into my bank account by coming to watch me at one Santosh Santosh go live at GrindCon, where you'll learn peak tips on success and relationships, and also figure out why you feel so goddamn lonely all the time. Do you not want community, purpose in your life, to figure out that you are meant for something so much more? Come to the show.
Now, are you able to give us a couple tips? I mean, I'm already feeling quite moved by your words. So yeah, share a tip with our audience there if you can.
Always change your underwear.
And why is that?
You don't want last year's or yesterday's dirt to be up your ass crack, so.
And how often would you say to change your underwear?
I mean, I personally change it twice a day because I'm a sweaty man.
Right.
Sweatiness is proof that I have a lot of testosterone, which is healthy. Sometimes I think of starting a testosterone farm, but actually I might do it for free. I'll just say, clean underwear, you support the underwear industry, you support yourself, you support your ass. Everyone wins. Everyone wins.
Everyone's a winner. My God, I feel like I'm learning so much on this. This is the most intelligent interview I feel like I have had this entire Fringe run so far. I mean, you're in tech, so of course you're smart. I'd love to hear why bring tech to the Fringe, and what is GrindCon?
GrindCon is a LinkedIn influencer conference. LinkedIn is the next hot social media platform. You think it's TikTok? No, it's LinkedIn, where people are constantly announcing how delighted they are that they got promoted for a job that they didn't almost get. So, I think it is actually a reservoir of hope. It is the mirror where people express their most mundane thoughts on how they learned about B2B sales from watching their sister get cancer, But I think that's turning lemons into lemonade. And so that's why I'm a huge patron of GrindCon. And that's why I'm delighted to announce that I'm actually a speaker at GrindCon. It's my 6th time going. I've never been selected. And because tech is overtaking our world and becoming our new gods, let's be honest. I talked to my AI to ask if I should have drank orange juice today. Yeah.
What did it say?
Yes.
So you did?
Oh, I did. Yes. Did it spike up my blood sugar because I have pre-diabetic. Yes, but you know, I believe in our AI gods, and so come to my show so you can see that it is filled with love and possibilities through algorithms. Yeah.
And so algorithms are the future. So does AI have a place in the theater then? Should we be asking AI to create theater for us?
No. You tell AI to experiment and then you tell it it's wrong. What's great about AI is that it's having a personal assistant that you can like bully, you know?
Right.
And that is what theater traditionally was about. Hierarchies. You know, you bully the interns. And then take credit for their creativity. So I think AI is a great way to simulate that without damaging a human's personality.
Right. Speaking of damaging a person's personality, you have a personal manager yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, because I'm successful.
You're so successful. So talk to me a little bit about them and how they've maybe managed your time and ensured that you are as successful as you can be.
I mean, my personal manager is Srilika. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's her name. And she tells me what to do. In addition to maybe not drinking orange juice in the morning because you have pre-diabetic in your family. But the point is, she is the person that told me that I deserve a podcast. You know, I mean, I credit that to my wife, who's Tessa, who's a Tesla, by the way. I'm married to my secondhand Tesla. But, you know, she came in with the money and said, hey, I want to invest in you. So I guess that's great. But yeah, you know, she wrote it. And now she's forcing me to do it. But, you know, I'm famous for it. So she does a good job, I guess.
She does do quite a good job. And I'd like to go back. Your wife's Tesla. So... And in one of your most recent videos I saw, you went to the Trans Pride Parade and you learned that the T in LGBT actually stands for trans, not Tesla. And now you're learning. So why the change of heart here?
You know, I like to think my nieces, I'm an uncle, you know, I have nieces, my 2 neurosurgeon sisters who are more successful, as my parents like to remind me.
Wow.
I'm not a doctor. But, you know, I learned from my nieces, and they said that, you know, I'm closed-minded and not being progressive and adopting new technology if I didn't adopt pronouns, you know, and I thought there was like too many options, but then I realized AI gives you so many options, right? That is the spirit of capitalism. So I thought if you can be the CEO of your body and your life, that is the trans experience. And yeah, I'm all for transness now.
So is transness tech?
Transness is tech. That's why all the trans baddies are making hyperpop.
That is so true. And hyperpop is actually like really, I actually do quite enjoy listening to hyperpop.
Yeah, I'm down for it. Sophie, give me some Sophie. Yeah. I enjoy the fact that it's not melodic, because if it was too melodic, it'd be too accessible, you know, and that has already been done. We are thinking about the future where things should not be as accessible.
I love that. You are so right. And so going back a little bit about, you know, things we haven't seen and the things that haven't been done. I mean, what is this show doing for Canadian theater? And what is Canadian theater? I mean, is this even theater?
I think it is, because podcasts are theater, you know. And it's not just podcasts, it's the 200th episode of my special podcast. So you know it's going to be one hell of a celebration. We have a special guest. We have, I tell you stories of how Tessa and I met through a long, beautiful song montage in the vein of Hollywood films, you know? So you'll get some peak, beautiful love stories and love making. You'll also get to see me make sweet, sweet love to my Tessa. Yeah, so I think, like all Canadian theater, it embraces diversity. Diversity of thoughts. It's challenging because it's some people say that I'm a bit cringe, but cringe will set you free. Cringe will set you free. And also, you might cry, because I might get emotional. I might talk about like what brought me here, things I've learned, maybe a little bit about the model minority myth, you know? And that is Canadian theater.
Wait, what is the model minority myth?
Well, to quote my personal manager here, I don't believe it, but to quote my personal manager, it's the expectation that, people of the global majority, BIPOC folks, are supposed to feel grateful for existing in these spaces and, not be too quiet. And so, like, there's a template for accessibility or acceptability that, if you're one of the good ones, as they often say, right? And sometimes you don't have to be one of the good ones. You can be mediocre. You can be a villain. And I appreciate that because, people are villainizing Elon Musk these days. And I, too, want to be a billionaire, trillionaire villain one day, And I want to be free. I want everyone to have the freedom to be whoever they want, regardless of their skin tone, And actually, maybe I do believe the thing about model minority myths. Yes, we should abolish it. We should be free.
We are changing minds right here, right now. You didn't believe, now you believe. I mean, this is just wild. We are making history right here outside of Tarragon Theater. Come on now. And so, you want to be a trillionaire. So where's your money going?
Honestly, it's back to my stocks because, as we know, stocks are just astrology for bros. Because if you believe something is worth a lot and you convince a lot of people that it's worth a lot, you could be a trillionaire.
You can. So how do we ensure that what we're selling will make people believe you're worth it?
Never give up. Never give up. Have a podcast empire. I don't, but I'm on there. Take all the unethical sponsorships as you can. I took one from Free Range Himalayan Yeti Plasma because, billionaires are getting blood from their children to inject back into their blood to, hack it themselves into immortality. Similarly, I think I want to do that too and invest and convince other people that is the right thing to do. And also investing in AI, so that we can have more people to do stuff for us.
So if you invest in tech, people will do more things for you.
Yes, and also give you more money. Don't let anyone say that you're not worth anything. Buy a couple of stocks and then tell them to shut up with your money. So, I think that's the best advice I can give, yeah.
No, that's really wonderful advice. Listen, again, I'm learning so much about life. I would like to go back. You said there's influences in this show from Collywood, is correct?
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about what that is, what that looks like, and what we can see in your show.
Absolutely. So I'm South Indian. Specifically from my parents come from a state called Kerala, where they speak Malayalam, and South Indian culture has its own sort of like different film industries than Bollywood. I would say it's actually better because Bollywood tends to steal all our ideas and then repackage it in Hindi. But Collywood is more Tamil, but like Tamil and Malayalam culture is very similar. In fact, our actresses pretend to be Tamil and Malayalam all the time. So, and I love the campness of it. These glasses are inspired by Collywood action heroes who have fantastic mustaches.
You look good.
Thank you. I have a punishing beard routine. But yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from that. The dances, the bombastic, they have excellent action sequences. We've all seen RRR that won like an Oscar a couple of years ago. So that is very much an influence in the show, as well as I think dry British humor. So, I enjoy podcasts that are educational, but also absurd. So, that's the bit of a Santosh sense of humor there.
We're getting everything in this interview. Now, I saw a quote from it was pulled from September 3rd, 2024, where it says, quote, "You have it all, except the love, respect, and approval of your South Indian immigrant parents." Do you think a show at the Toronto Fringe will provide that to you?
I'll be honest, if there's anything I learned from my first show, which my IRL dad did come to, and said, wow, that was something, no. But I'm doing it for me now. That's what I learned 2 years
Right.
ago. I learned you got to do things for me, and I'm doing things for me too. If anything, the only person's opinion I respect is my Tesla. So as long as she's supporting me, I got everything I
good.
need. Yeah.
Now, I do have to ask, secondhand Tesla, and you're married to her. Does this mean that she was divorced prior? That's kind of a bad look.
Yes, we talk about this in the show where I'll tell you in a beautiful physical theater montage. Along with potential murder, that's part of it. Where I did, yes, encounter her ex-husband, who gave me the car keys, spare car keys, and the deed to the car. So yeah, she is indeed secondhand. But if you want to know how that happened specifically, come to the show.
Oh gosh, I really want to know. So I think I will be there so I can learn a little bit more. Now, is there anything else you want to share about the show, your life with our lovely little camera audience over there?
Please come. Please come. My sense of self-worth and validation is in your hands.
It's in your hands. And now you're playing at GrindCon at Sweet Action Theater from July 3rd to 12th, correct?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
What?
Actually, the place where I was born. What? Yeah.
You were born at Sweet Action Theater?
In many ways, the modern TOSH me came out in 2023 in a Diana Fleischer clown class, according to my personal manager. But I ever since then, you get to see the place where I came to being. Yeah.
Wow, it is. Sweet Action Theater is actually now, I feel like they have to make it a historic site, do they not?
I think so. Actually, that's a good idea. I should pitch that to my manager to put up a plaque.
Yeah, come on,
Santosh was born here.
Santosh was born here. I mean, get your personal manager on this. I mean, come on, what's she good for anyway?
I know. I say the same exact thing.
Well, listen, Santosh, I've had so much fun chatting with you. I feel like I've learned so much about grind culture, hustle culture, and just like how to live a better life. And I'm going to be sure to change my underwear after this interview because, wow.
It's hot as hell.
It's hot as hell. And those glasses are really doing something. Gosh, I love it. Well, this was so much fun. Once again, you're at Sweet Action Theater, the birthplace of Santosh, July 3rd to July 12th. All right? This is Daphne St. Clair Ferguson signing off.